Bounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that our show times are on our website at sectorreadingsbyandre.com or in the description box down below if you're on YouTube. And of course, this is part 2 of 1 and 2. The first part is on Rumble, and the link for that is in the description down below. It's just a reminder for all that. So if you like to see the part 1 of this weekly forecast of what's going to be happening around the world, make sure you hit us up on Rumble channel. Well, let's get started with today's show. As we're waiting for more and more people to show up, somebody in the Discord channel was asking about Elon Musk's XAY, how that's going to be doing. You have to remember that there's going to be a whole lot of legal stuff that he's going to have to do before this becomes a thing. I know he talks about it and all that sort of thing, and it brings Dogecoin up in price in a crazy way. It's kind of on the same basics as when Facebook was trying to bring out its own coin, and that was pretty much shot down from the get-go from government officials because they want to be in control of everything. So Elon's going to be facing many of the same situations as Facebook did back in the day. So let's throw some cards down for Elon Musk's XAY coming up in the next little while. Looks like the health of this particular situation seems to be okay, and it's on track to being something, but it's not going to be for a year or two till it's really fully developed. And they may have a little link in the Twitter profile that you may or may not have out there. I know they have it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's just a little spot you can put your wallet address in there to go back and forth, but nothing amazing yet. So even just doing that for X is just throwing a spot for the Dogecoin link for yourself so you can do back and forth. Everybody wants this third party to do everything for them. And I'm just going to say, you don't need that. We don't need third parties coming in and messing everything up for cryptocurrencies. But everybody thinks they need this sort of thing and all blah, blah, blah. But it does seem that the health of it seems to be on track. I think it's going to be in about a year or two that it's fully developed, because they got all the paperwork and all the legal crap that they got to go through and all that sort of thing before it becomes a thing. Price of Doge and all that sort of thing, I think it's going to be going down for the next little while until it's completed. Everybody's going to be sitting on pins and needles waiting for it to happen. And I do think there's going to be a lot of legal stuff happening behind the scenes that he's going to have to contend with for the next couple of years until it becomes a thing. Even though he's the richest person on the planet, okay, that we know of, he's still going to have to go through all those legal processes and stuff, or talk to the right people at the right time and to make that a thing. But I don't see it really happening anytime soon. This is from the YouTube comment section about Poker and Mist tokens. I guess they're brand new. Let's look at Poker first. Never heard of it. Never know. Might be good. Might be crap. A lot of cryptocurrencies coming out right now are pretty much crap, and it's kind of what I've been saying all along. Every time we get into this scenario of a new bull run, all kinds of coins come out claiming all. Okay. Let's look at Mist. One more shuffle. Are you changing things on me in the background?
No.
Okay. The wife is working with me today. Say hello to Yvonne. She's in the background doing all the wonderful stuff. So for Mist, let's have a look. It seems that it's going to be a pretty good one. The health seems pretty good. It has that Wheel of Fortune, so a lot of good things are going to be happening with this one. The price is going to be holding steady for whatever it is right now. I'm not sure. I haven't checked on it. But the people are going to be a little bit leery of this one in the very beginning, so it might be a good particular chance to get in there if you're so inclined. Not financial advice, of course, to get in there for the short term before the price goes way, way, way high, and then sell it at a proper time. Okay, so two pretty good cryptocurrencies coming our way. Let's get into the next one. Now, there's a video going around not that long ago that I saw on, where did I say, TikTok. And it's something that we've been alluding to for quite some time here on this show, that the new system is being built, okay? And a lot of people are not paying attention to this fact, okay? We already know that the old system is collapsing, right? Now they've been planning this forever and all that sort of thing. Dig around on fiat currency from the Federal Reserve. This is the United States, selling it off and changing it into the new system, as we're speaking right now, which is a government-issued currency. But this one is going to be backed by assets like Bitcoin. Now, the video going around right now, and it hit the mark. I should have kept the link and put it in the Discord or something like that, where Bitcoin is going to be the top of the pyramid and everything is going to be based on the price of Bitcoin. Just like back in the day where everything was based on the price of gold, right? That would be the top of the pyramid and everything else would be related to the one asset, right? Remember, if you're old enough to remember that. And then they changed it from the gold standard into the mess that we have today, fractional reserve banking, which is probably the greatest evil devised by man in the banking system. And then we're going to be having the Bitcoin standard. So everything is going to be based on the price of Bitcoin. And we're already, if you're doing any type of cryptocurrencies out there, they're all based on the price of Bitcoin. Not based on the US dollar, not based on the Canadian loonie. It's all based on Bitcoin. So the polka dots, the Doge coin, it's all based off the price of Bitcoin. So this is going to be the new pyramid moving forward, I think. And we're going to do some cards on this. Will this be a thing in the next year or so that they're going to be changing everything to where Bitcoin is the top of the pyramid and everything else is going to be right behind or below that? And that's including gold. Gold will be priced in Bitcoin. Every cryptocurrency is going to be based on the price of Bitcoin. Currencies even that come out will be based on the price of Bitcoin. I heard some rumors out there that they're building new currencies that are going to be backed by Bitcoin. Interesting. Okay. So let's throw some cards down for this as we're getting more questions on the side panel here. Yeah. My wife is talking. You talking to the people?
I said hello.
Oh, you said hello. Hello. So, very interesting card. This is the card showing your work. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's dealing with money, which is very interesting that it's in the health situation. It's no longer being built and shown. This is somebody building the supports and all that, and the artistry and all that sort of thing. And he's showing the new prospective buyers. That's what this card is about. But it's reversed. And the first thing that I got was it's complete. This new system is complete and it's already in play. Okay? So that was the first card, the health. Second card, this is the price of this whole particular situation that we're going through. It's the Three of Wands, which is new horizons. Looking to the new horizon, there's going to be some great things happening with this particular model that they're putting out there. It's already built. It's already being worked. They're already buying into it. So very, very shortly, we're going to see those prices launch into new highs. Even though it doesn't look like it right now, and everybody's crying, the Bitcoin price, oh, blah, 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 blah. Knock that out. Buy the Bitcoin, because it's going to be the top of the pyramid, not XRP. It's going to be part of it, but it's all going to be based on the price of Bitcoin moving forward. And there's going to be a lot of people put off with this scenario. Okay? But it has to be done. Okay? That is going to be our new standard for the financial world. And everything is going to be based on that top of the pyramid. Okay? I think that was our last question for today. Pre-questions. Okay?
Jenny, like, reading. Getting there.
You're getting there? Some coffee. Oh, Jetty. I think this is a newer person. Hello and welcome to the show. Hi there, Andre. Please, could you give me your thoughts on my current crypto portfolio? Hopefully you got Bitcoin. Hopefully you got Ethereum. Everything else is secondary. Just my opinion. But let's throw some cards down, see what you got, see if you can make some tweaks. Hopefully you got some Bitcoin. Almost becoming a Bitcoin maximalist. Ooh. Tied to things that do not work. That's what the devil card is. You see the loving couple chained to a situation. This is the health of the particular system or situation that you are in right now, that you may be tied in getting into things that do not work in the future. Hopefully you got some Bitcoin and some that Ethereum moving forward, and everything else would be secondary. Hopefully you got some XRP. Hopefully you got some Litecoin. Hopefully you got some Bitcoin Cash, some Chainlink. Those are going to be the coins that run everything else. Okay? Don't be getting into brand new coins that promise the moon and all that sort of thing. Overall, I think you're going to be okay, but I think you're going to be having to add the coins I just mentioned. Not financial advice, of course. You get to do what you want to do. But I would go me personally, I go always heavy on the Bitcoin, heavy on the Ethereum. Thinking of getting some Chainlink, some Doge. I got a ton of Doge. Shiba Inu, that sort of thing. Getting into those would probably spruce up your portfolio moving forward. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. When will we start to see more stable uptrend in crypto? When Bitcoin hits 1 million. If you want stable. Okay? For the next couple of years, it's going to be all over the road. Okay? This is part of the fun. This is part of the rodeo. If you've been at this for any length of time, Bitcoin going up, Bitcoin going down, the cryptocurrency going all, it's because if you're new, you're like, oh, right? And you're checking your phone every 5 seconds to see what the price is. Cut that out. Ride the waves. When it sits, when it dips, that's when you buy. That's the old adage. When everybody's afraid, be greedy. Right? Right now, everybody's like, I don't like Bitcoin. It's when you buy. When everybody's, yay, Bitcoin. That's when you kind of stop and you sell a little bit and pay off some bills. I know people look at all these wonderful charts and all that sort of thing. Just watch what everybody else is doing and do the opposite. Okay? Actual date for when we get to $1 million is probably going to be 2030, 2035, somewhere in there, when we're going to be getting to that mark. And then when it gets to that point, everybody's going to be, it's going to kind of straighten itself out. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Will my girlfriend Amber be at Walmart for 5 more years or less? Can you see how many more? She is having issues at times with other employees. Well, that's the thing when you're always working with other people, you're always going to have issues. Okay. Yeah, my work, I have issues with other employees, but they're kind of scared of me, so they leave me alone. So you got to get tough and don't put up with any guff. But for your girlfriend, let's see. So whatever she's in right now, it's at the end of an end cycle. So if she's been actively looking for other positions or other jobs, something is going to be coming along because we got that 10. 10s are always the end of a cycle. Okay. The end card we have the 10 of Wands, which is wands represent work. So if you've been putting in the work, means it's the end of that cycle. So a lot of things that she's been working on or anything like that, if she's been proactive, will be coming to an end very, very soon. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. What else we got? Hi, Andre and Yvonne. 3 cards for this coming week. I used to work at Walmart. Night shift. Sure. Scrubbing and stripping and waxing. So. Your next week, you're going to be getting into new situations that are going to be more beneficial to you. You're not going to be hung up on certain issues that you thought were hurdles in the next week. And everything that you thought was disastrous is going to be actually the opposite. You're going to be working through that in no time flat. For the next week, you're going to be getting a leg up on the particular situation that you are in. And you're not going to have that indecision. I think you were in a little bit of a period of indecision on how to move forward for the next week or so. You're going to be coming to a conclusion, make a plan, and implement it, and it's going to work out just fine. And you're going to be avoiding any hurdles that you thought were there. Okay? Not everything's exploding on you, as the Tower card tells us, but it's going to be reversed. Okay? But that doesn't mean you don't do the things that you're going to be doing normally. Okay? There's the end result of your actions. Okay? What do we got next? Batman. Hi. The launch of Doge 1 space rocket is February 3rd. Cool. Will this event push the price of Doge up? Yeah, probably a little bit. Depends on how much they advertise it. I think it's been kind of too late. A lot of crypto people are like, yeah, what? Now? It's been years. And the wind is out of the sails, and they've moved on to other things and that sort of thing. But yeah, it'll put those prices up a tiny bit. It's not going to be $1 or $100, but it's going to go up a tiny bit, just from people's excitement and people getting into it and all that sort of thing. The price, it's very funny. We got the Death card. Now, upright, it means an abrupt change in direction of your life. So it's reversed. So whatever it's doing right now, it's going to continue to do. It's going to go along with the price of everything else. Maybe a tiny bit more. Okay? If you're waiting for $1 million Dogecoin, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Are we about to see two Americas, do you think?
Check out the Rumble show.
Check out the Rumble show. Link is in the description. That's all I'm going to say on that, because YouTube will go, Hi, Andre. What do you feel into Shiba crypto? How do I feel about Shibu crypto? Shidu. It's like a skidoo, but Shibu. How will it perform in the next little while? Okay. I think it's going to do okay. Price-wise for the next little while, because everybody's excited about it. Long-term, probably not amazing or anything. It's one of these coins that's trying to disguise it as Shiba, you know. People get excited about a potential competitor. But overall, I don't think it's going to do all that well over a long period. Crypto could be historically low. What do the cards say? Oh, so you're asking if the stock market collapses, will the crypto market collapse? Yeah, a little bit of that. Because everybody will panic. Oh! And what are you going to do? Everybody's afraid. You be greedy. Warren Buffett, 101. Right? Will it be huge for crypto? I think crypto will recover quickly, or quicker. Bit of an insight what's going to be happening in the next little while for currencies. That's why they're changing it. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Silver Geek, to piggyback off the last question, When do you see the stock market crashing this year? Looking to pull money out of my 401k to buy more Bitcoin. I think it's going to be in the summertime when it's going to be happening. It's already crashing. Value of currencies is already crashing. Stock market's probably going to be going way up high because they keep pumping money into it with a bunch of holes in it. Think of it this way. You got a balloon, okay? It has a bunch of holes in it, little pinholes. The Federal Reserve keeps, but there's holes in the balloon. So that's the value of currency itself. So it keeps shrinking. But they keep until they're blue in the face, right? This is what's happening right now to give you a visual representation of what they're doing by over printing money. Okay, the more money they put into the stock market, they keep it afloat. The currency that you're printing will lose value. Right? This is why they're changing everything into Bitcoin, because there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever to be created. A scarcity model, right? If you have something like fiat currency where they keep printing money, it has a hard time having value, right? If your GDP and the amount of currency you have aren't balanced, your money has no value. So when you go shopping, that loaf of bread is going to be $10. I don't know what is it right now, $3 right now? Almost five. That's the indicator of why money printing is bad. The loaf of bread doesn't cost more to make. Okay, it doesn't take more energy or less, more effort to create that loaf of bread.
Supplies would cost more.
But that's because currency has no value. So they got to reprice everything every day. We went to, what was it? Joey's Fish and Chips here. And they don't have, the menus, the nice shiny stuff. They give you a photocopy because the prices change so much because the currency is so bad and all over the road. So instead of making set menus, okay, they give you a photocopy menu to look at. That's the indicator that your currency sucks. This is here in Canada, probably in the US too. Keep your eye out for that. Keep your eye out for grocery shopping, right? If the guy working the produce keeps running and changing the price every 5 seconds, that's probably the indicator that currency is not the place to keep your wealth. Probably some Bitcoin, because it holds its value. Even though it's going up and down all over the place, it holds its value much, much better. Okay? It's enough of that.
Rant of the day.
That's the rant of the day. What else we got? Hey, could you see if Zaba? XAVA will reach its all-time high again. Shoot 'em up. I like that name. And welcome to the show. Keep dropping cards. Getting too excited just means these are the cards that I should be laying down because they're jumping out of the deck, going, pick me. Avalanche. Very good project. and there's a lot of things with Avalanche that are going to be coming into play in the next little while with the new system. Okay? But for the next little while, I think they're going to be not doing the greatest. It's going to be a short journey to where we're all thinking that the all-time high price. It will get there. So keep sitting on it. Don't worry. Me and the wife have been sitting on certain coins for seems like decades now for them to get back up to where they were. Yeah, it's going to be getting there, and it's probably going to be after April, May, June, somewhere in there when we get into the happening and everything that happens with the happening, which will affect all the other cryptocurrencies. So if you're sitting on it, keep sitting on it. Have some coffee, relax. Because I know that Avalanche has some big things happen. Will it integrate bridge with IOTA to make a super cocktail? Haven't heard much from IOTA in centuries. I guess this was the news that dropped up and made everybody excited about IOTA again. IOTA had the idea of having your fridge talk to a computer to buy more milk. It's kind of was their thing for a while. So your fridge could order the milk from the store. That was their claim to fame way back when. I think with that combination of things, I think there's going to be a lot of situations that it's not going to be working out as well as they figured. So it's going to take a little longer implementing AI into the blockchain to where it works well. There's going to be a lot of mishaps. Maybe your fridge is going to be buying more milk than you actually need or something like that. In time, see if we can get a timing on this. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 years until it's straightened out and it's have some super cocktail. So your fridge can order milk at the right time with your right amounts through the use of AI. You have to remember AI isn't that smart. I use it every day. It's a really good assistant, okay? But most AI coins, we have to be careful that they actually have some AI component to it. Will do well, okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Shoot 'em up. Could you also please see what does the future look like for World Mobile Token? The people's thoughts on this one, it'll do okay, but it's not going to be this super duper thing in the next year or so. The idea is to newish. Okay, even now this idea has been floating around for quite some time. They just don't have what it takes to implement it in a big way. So thus the price is not going to be, of course, everybody's just worried about price and not if the technology works. Mars Protocol hits $5.25. Okay. Persistence XPRD reaches 12 USD in 25. It's kind of like he's making statements.
Question mark. So.
I know. Maybe he's the psychic. Well, we're all psychic. I know. What do you guys think? Mars Protocol, no. there's a whole lot of things they have to go through until that sort of thing happens. I think it's going to be something that's going to need to be worked on for quite some time. It's too new, too young, all that sort of thing. It'll have these big rises because of news, but because it's news and it doesn't get a lot of news throughout time, people will forget about it. It's kind of like the IOTA coin. It doesn't get any notice. People don't put money into it. So, no $5. XPRT reaches 12 USD dollars. No. But it'll still keep cranking out, and over time it'll be something. Again, it's a situation that not everybody's ready for. Everybody's going to be focused on the big boys for the next little while. It's a good thing to just sit on for years and forget about that it's in your wallet. The news story, it's reached this amount. You go, oh, I got some of that. And that'll be kind of the thing for these two. Okay? Thank you for that. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Would you feel into karate combat crypto? Karate combat is somewhat similar to UFC fighting, and people wager on fights using the native token to place bets on a winner. I think I have that on my phone. Somebody gave it to me. Never really looked at it. The one thing I'm already picking up in is regulation. Regulation always ruins good stuff. When the government gets involved, yeah. I think it'd be okay, but I wouldn't get a lot of it unless you're really hooked or something on it. I think there's going to be some other product or project that's going to be come along that's more regulated. That's going to be the big one in a while. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just getting this initial feeling that there's going to be something else that's going to be more regulated and all that sort of thing. That's going to be the big one for this type of crypto. Okay? Thank you for that. Could we see a big rally in price for DYDX? It's going to be moving along with the rest of the cryptocurrency wave in the next little while, especially after April, May, June, that sort of thing with the happening. Will it move on its own? For a very short time it will, and then it'd be kind of forgotten about. And unless there's a steady stream of news coming out about it, people will soon forget about it. That's just the nature of the beast. And it'll kind of be bounce around the bottom for the next little while. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Will the CDD dollar increase against the USD? Canadian dollar increase against the USD in 24. No. There's a whole lot of things happening in the Canadian, if this Canadian dollar. What's going to be happening down the road politically, it's going to go taking a dive down. Okay, they're going to be printing all kinds of Canadian dollars, all kinds of loonies and toonies everywhere that the eye can see, but it's not going to be increasing against the USD. Most fiat currency systems are going to be changed in the next 2 to 3 years into that new one that we're in at the top of the show we were talking about. Okay, not that they want to, it's because they have to, because the old system's collapsing. Okay, thank you for that question. What do you see for the coin Opulus? Sounds like a transformer. I'm Opulus. Many choices, many opportunities for them coming along the way. I think they're going to be doing okay. According to the cards, the price is going to be doing pretty good. There's going to be a very good use case with this one moving forward. And it's just one of those cryptocurrencies that just catches on for a while. It's going to be a big cryptocurrency to have for the next little while. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Whatever it is, I have no idea. We're done. We are done. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Make sure you check out show part 1 in the Rumble down below. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyunder.com, written on there. If you like a personal healing with my wonderful wife, the Reiki Master, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyunder.com. All that information is there as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have Treasure cold storage wallets for sale at our website. Make sure you check that out. Oh, make sure that you're updating your wallets, your Treasure wallets. Don't want to lose all your money. Of course, if you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. With that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.